Yo, yo, yo. I think I'm about to sneeze. Dude, my allergies are jacked this morning. I feel it. It's coming. It's coming. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's doing well. We got video gaming news coming up for today, June 10th. And then we'll do Ghost of Tsushima today. We'll do some Ghost of Tsushima. And we will cap it off today with the Ubisoft showcase later on today. What time is that popping off? Let's see here. Ubisoft showcase. At about 2 p.m. my time. That is going to be 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, or 8 p.m. BST. So be ready for that. But it'll be a good day as always, man. I hope everybody has had a great weekend, and we'll talk about the showcases from yesterday and recap a lot of that in the news section, and it's kind of winding down now. Kind of winding down a bit, but we've got a little bit left. We've got Ubisoft today. We've got the Dragon Age dedicated showcase tomorrow, and we'll keep pushing through, and there might be a few more showcases here and there through the rest of June, maybe even the early July time frame. But the big stuff was all this weekend, so or the big chunks of it anyway. So we'll recap it and talk about it and see what else we can find in the news. All right, let's go do it, man. Let's go. By the way, it's already rando mode time, and you're looking for PMS Twin or what is that? Like a colon / I think that's what that is. Yeah, colon /. There it is. What's up, Davey? How you doing, buddy? Life is Strange fans criticize $30 upgrade to play the new game's early what? Access? Early chapters 2 weeks early. Interesting. Yeah, that's a whole thing. I didn't realize they were doing that. Doing good? Love to hear it, my friend. Love to hear it, man. It's good to see you, buddy. Bro, the Diablo 4 trailer was so good. You know, Blizzard's always been good with their cinematics, dude. This Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred trailer was gross. I loved it. Yeah, there was a lot of announcements, dude. We'll recap it. Let's go ahead and find the bum. I think the one, I think Polygon had a good one yesterday. Yeah. No, that's 2023. That's not going to be right. We'll go with the Verge. That'll work. There we go. We'll put both of these in. We'll just like recap both of these first. The Xbox Games Showcase and the PC Gaming Show, which was trudgy. I'll just be very blunt. The PC Gaming Show was very trudgy, dude. It was rough. It is every year, though, it feels like. It's got a lot of cringy, fluff, wannabe joke material. And it's long anyways, which makes it even longer. And then they do a lot of interview stuff too. And it's just, they've really for a long time now needed to take a page out of the book of some of these other showcases that have a focus more on just getting to the point. PC Gaming Showcase is always just feels like that. And it's rough, dude. It was rough yesterday, too. At least that's my opinion. And I know I'm not the only one, because you can see, you know, other people in, like, chat of these showcases when they're popping off and stuff be like, come on, man, get to the point. Just get to the point. You know, like, show us what we're here for. You know, a lot of them have gotten pretty good nowadays about doing that, but dude, PC Gamer has stuck to it. Black Ops 6 looked and sounded good. Will it be? Soup's already sold. Soup already pre-ordered. Soup's gone, dude. He's you know what I mean? He was sold before he even saw the game. Because it said Call of Duty. But it did look good. It did sound good. I hope it's a much better experience for all the Call of Duty fans than what they got recently in Modern Warfare 3, which was a hot bag of garbage. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is part of Target's buy one, get one 50% off video game sale right now, guys. Interesting. Nice. Yeah, there's a little bit of hype around Still Wakes the Deep, but we'll talk about that when we recap the PC Gaming Show Showcase. I'm not going to pull up a lot of these individual trailers that I know we're going to talk about or go over, at least in some capacity, when we summarize the showcases from yesterday, okay? And that's what a lot of these are. This, though, Among the Wilds, looks flippin' awesome. Super adorable. So we'll take a look at that. Well, we're jamming this morning. Beat it, boop, boop, beat it, boop. Yeah, we got a lot of trailers for games that are, I guess, in some capacity similar on the whole like horror shooter zombie front. You know, Killing Floor 3, State of Decay 3, No More Room in Hell 2. You know, it's like there's a lot of that coming around at the same time. It looks like, man. I hate these kinds of... Look, Gears of War E-Day finally unveiled in jaw-dropping trailer at Xbox Game Showcase. It was all cinematic. It was all cinematic. What up, Ferret? Yo, dude, how'd all the Destiny 2 stuff go? It was all cinematic. Yeah, so at least they say that here. Sadly, it did not feature any gameplay. Purely cinematic only. So, I mean, you know... I guess to an extent, if you don't have gameplay ready to show people, then that's all you really have to do is try and, you know, create something cinematically to get people hyped up a little bit. But Jesus, it's so off-putting for me anymore to see trailers that are only cinematics. I just can't stand it. Didn't get to complete the raid yet. Yeah, is it pretty brutal? 5 classic Game Boy games are now playable on the Switch. We'll take a look at that. EA Sports needs to fix Be a Pro for NHL 25. Bro, that game modes need to be fixed for probably the past 7 to 8 years, something like that. For a first encounter, more complicated than others. Interesting. Yo, what's up, Pinky? What's going on, dog? How was your weekend, dude? How was the brother's birthday? Star Trucker looked kind of cool. Even though that's not really my kind of jam. It's like, you know, the trucking simulator games, but in space, which was kind of a cool spin on it, man. To do some PC fixing again. What, like for the broski or other people or what? Like your own PC wasn't jacked, was it? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, yeah. You got him all hooked up though? Excuse me. Oh, okay, yeah. What a noob. Yo, dude, we gotta learn somewhere, right? I mean, you know, I've just always been one of those people that kind of was self-taught on a lot of this stuff, but you know, I've always tried to teach people too. Some people just don't really care to learn though, you know. That's one of the things that I've a lot of people want to use technology, not a lot of people really care to learn about it, you know. I'll even say this about like even, you know, well, my kids are still pretty young, but to a great extent, I feel like they're just always going to rely on me, you know. They don't have that real want to learn tech the way that I've always had a propensity to just dive into it and understand it to the best of my ability, self-teach you know, and learn myself on things that you know I felt like I needed to know. And I find it kind of funny because it's so much more ingrained each and every day in everything we do. You know, there are a lot of people that just don't care to learn it. You know, it's kind of wild. They just want somebody else to do it. So, I don't know. I'll probably end up just always being the one that the kids go to, man, for whatever they need done. But it could change as they get a little bit older, too. I just know that, like, for myself, by the time I was already my kid's age, dude, I was already, like, tearing computers apart, trying to figure out how they worked and stuff, you know? Diablo 4 casually traumatizing everyone not ready for it. And in what way, Tinwin? Yeah, I've set my kids down with me and built computers with them and stuff like that, and it's not like they just like blow me off about it or anything. You know, they try to be invested in it. It just doesn't interest them really. I think that's the problem. You know, it's just not interesting for them, dude. Oh. Brother, the trailer was so good. It really was, dude. That trailer was so good. I was like really blown away by it. I was like, bro, that trailer was a banger, dog. Yeah, I figured that's what you were talking about. The new Diablo 4 trailer is so flipping good. Dude, I mean, shout out to Blizzard. They really nailed that, dude. They really nailed that. Proved right in what way, dude? Got destroyed on YouTube? Yeah. Yeah, we're getting an entire... Look, man, I mean, I've said the whole time, I wasn't expecting much. The trailer didn't blow me away. I wasn't expecting much. It's EA, dude, you know? I mean, everybody wants to go, well, it's also BioWare. Well, BioWare has not been the BioWare of old for some time now, since they've been under EA, you know? Still catching up on the showcases, yeah. Well, we're gonna recap a lot of yesterday's stuff to an extent, so you'll be able to get caught up on some of yesterday's stuff. And I'll go back through my wish list and show everybody some of the more interesting games that I wish listed over yesterday's showcases too. I haven't had high expectations for Dragon's Age, really, you know. I just haven't. I mean, as always, I want it to be good, and I hope it is, but it's EA. Added just a few games. I've got a number, dude. I'll show you. Dungeon Crawler looks pretty dope. I agree. I don't think I actually added that to my wish list, dude, so let me actually pull that up, because I think I forgot to add that one, dude. Dungeon Crawler does look good. He like loses his arm, and then you're using like the claw machine to get the weapons and stuff. This looks pretty dope. Yeah, I didn't add that one. That one's pretty cool. Here, I'll just put it in the there you go. Yeah, there's been a number. Look, I think that what I'm going to talk about in the news this morning is, honestly, I think Xbox has had the best showcase so far. You know, to be completely honest, I think Xbox has had the best showcase so far. And it has not been a phenomenal showcase season. It's been fairly lackluster, actually. And we'll talk about that. Yeah, 10 win, yeah. Future games from 2 days ago, yeah. All the yesterday ones, okay. Yeah, well, yeah. I think each showcase had a few things here and there that were interesting, you know. And dude, PC Gaming Show was a trudge, dude. PC Gaming Show was a trudge. My recommendation for you is to just recap it. Like I've got a. We're gonna recap it on. This looks like, yeah. We're going to recap it here. Brother, this is my recommendation. PC Gaming Show is like this every year. I mean, unless you're just really that interested in watching the VOD of the show, brother, it was a trudge. It always is. It was cringy writing, you know, a lot of fluff material. I say that about all the showcases, though. You know what I mean? And PC Gaming Show's been like that for a long time. They need to cut out the fluff material, the bullcrap material. If they want to do interviews, fine, but just tell people they've got an interview with a developer and they can access it from the website. If you know, quit doing all the cringy dad joke bullcrap, cut it out. Just give people the content. You know what I mean? They are not funny, dude. Not at all. Not even at all. No, they're not. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's so brutal to sit through, dude. I'm telling you, Pinky, I don't think it's worth watching the VOD, dude. I would look at that link and just get what you can out of that link. The VOD is going to be... At least you'll be able to fast forward through the bullcrap. But, dude, it's still going to be... Because you're going to be doing a lot of, like, fast forwarding, dude. You know? Or, like, skipping. It's pretty bad. It's really bad. I've said that for years now about these different showcases that just need to... get a grip, dude, and take a page out of some of these other showcases books, man, about how to just give us what we want. And I understand that it's, you know, some people are highly interested in specific developers, specific games, and it's cool to do those interviews and get a more in-depth look at some of these games and the developers behind them, but not everybody wants to see it. So if you're going to do that kind of stuff, just make it accessible on your website so people that are interested can go take a look at it, man. Oh, really? Their chat was disabled? Really? I didn't realize that. That's unfortunate. Dude, that would not surprise me at all. Not surprise me at all. Unfortunately. You know what I mean? Yeah. Their showcase was decent though. It was decent. Yeah. And they have a website too that I put into our I actually promoted it yesterday in our news segment. Check it. Right here. So if anybody's interested, you want to go check out Women-Led Games, their website's that right there. But I didn't know that, dude. Interesting. And yeah, Timwin, the whole Dragon's Age thing, I haven't played all of them. But I did play the earlier ones, and I enjoyed them. Again, I think when you're talking about BioWare nowadays and who they've become under EA and everything, it's expectations, I think, need to be low, right? If they come out with something that's, you know, really good, then, you know, if your expectations are low to begin with, then you'll be pleasantly surprised. But at least you won't be, you know, let down if you're getting your expectations too high for something that is quite potentially not going to be real great, right? So I feel bad because, I mean, you know, BioWare's got a lot of IPs underneath them that people enjoy too, like Mass Effect also, right? I mean, what are we going to be dealing with Mass Effect to come up? Because that's going to be the next thing they work on. I'm quite certain of it, actually, you know? And there are a lot of fans of Mass Effect too. So what's the next Mass Effect game going to turn out to be like, right? I don't know, man. We'll see. Screenbound is just been popping off everywhere, dude. Like so many showcases, and it looks great. It looks great. Avowed release date accidentally leaked for November. Let's go. So yeah, Ubisoft is today. We're gonna watch that at like 2 o'clock my time. That's like 2 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock BST, and 10 o'clock Pacific. No, noon Pacific. Noon Pacific. So we'll end the stream with the Ubisoft showcase today. Okay. The South of Midnight game looks really interesting, but the stop motion in it makes the game look clunky. Dude, I was talking about it. Vault was talking about it. Syke watched it later on in another showcase and was saying the same exact thing. I think, you know, the stop motion animation stuff can look very good, but I think it's something that developers need to be aware of and careful with, because the way that it's been done in South of Midnight makes the game look like the frames are jacked up or something. It's weird. And while the premise and the artwork and the you know, the gameplay itself looks pretty cool, the stop motion animation is making the game look like the frames are jacked, which is I'm getting that feedback. I thought it, and I'm getting that feedback from other people as well, man. Mecha Break has been promoted very heavily this showcase season as well. And the first time I saw it, I was like, man, that's cool. I love mech games. I hope it's good. The more I see it, though, I'm like, the more I'm worried about whether or not it's going to be actually solid. I hope it is. I love mech games, but we'll see. We got the Avowed stuff up. We'll be recapping a lot of these that I'm skipping over in both of the PC Gaming Show and Xbox Showcase recaps, okay? Expedition 33 is an RPG that was showcased in Xbox Showcase yesterday, and it looks interesting. It looks interesting. I need to know more about it, though. Perfect Dark was announced and revealed with gameplay trailer yesterday in the Xbox Showcase. A lot of people hyped about that. I personally think that this Fable trailer had a lot more of notable gameplay in it than the first trailer ever did. The first trailer, the devs had to come out and tell people this is gameplay, when it seemed more like it was that very convoluted, you know, kind of gray area between is it really gameplay or is it just like kind of that interactive cinematic kind of stuff, you know, where they're like, oh yeah, we can call this gameplay because you press a button here and there or whatever, you know what I mean? And so the other difference was, and we'll watch it this morning, the first Fable trailer was very comedy. It was very, you know, kind of slapstick, if you will, you know. And then this one was more serious and almost dark, you know. And so it's kind of, which might be a good show for the extremes of what Fable always has been on the scale of giving people those different kinds of emotions and the narrative that drives the game, for being very funny all the way through very serious, right? And you would hope so. But again, we're talking about Playground Games here that's only ever really done Forza stuff, so we'll see. But I'll pull it up in just a second. One moment. All right, we'll go one more page, just see if there's anything else here worth pulling up. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta. I've never been like a giant Metal Gear fan. I think the game looks pretty decent. We'll see. We're going to see like all this stuff, dude. Yeah, the Omni movement stuff in Black Ops 6 actually looks pretty dope. Atomfall looks almost like a mashup of like Fallout and BioShock to me. Could be good, we'll see. All right, man. It's just a lot of what we're going to cover in the recaps. Let's go ahead and get at it, dude. Let's start recapping these showcases from yesterday. So we'll start it off with the Xbox Game Showcase because this is the one that came first yesterday anyways. All the news, trailers, and announcements, okay? So I'll probably watch most of this. We'll just, like, if they have trailers, because I think this was a very good... Like, there will be probably some that I won't watch. I'll let you guys watch on your own if you want to. Like, there's a new trailer for Indiana Jones, but we've seen Indiana Jones already, right? If you want the new trailer, then I'll link this to you. You can watch that. But a lot of the announcements, the unveils, reveals, games that we hadn't seen gameplay about before, stuff like that, I'm going to watch that kind of stuff, right? So, get ready for that. Microsoft's big Xbox Game Showcase is back for this summer. The more than an hour-long showcase delivered plenty of release dates, 2 new big Xbox game announcements. Doom: The Dark Ages, which looks pretty cool, was the first surprise, followed by Gears of War E-Day, which was only a cinematic trailer. So we really have no idea what to expect from this yet. We also got a 2025 release date window for Fable, and some new gameplay alongside a November launch date for Microsoft Flight Simulator, some more Indiana Jones, and the Great Circle gameplay, even a first look at the Perfect Dark reboot. Microsoft also announced a diskless Xbox Series X console in white, as well as a new 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition Xbox Series X. Read all the news, trailers, and announcements right here. Let's see. So, is it all down? No. Wait, what? Did they not actually list everything below? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, so some of the other things they've thrown in here, though, we've been talking. There was speculation we might see like the handheld that everybody has been kind of getting the word about Microsoft and Xbox potentially developing, prototyping. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse. Only one sneeze. That always feels weird. But we didn't see anything about it, so just know that. They did not show anything about the handheld yesterday in the showcase. Avowed might launch on November 12th. We've got a article up about this, so we'll pull that up and look at that just after we watch this showcase, okay? Or look at all these showcase tidbits here. The 3 new Xbox models, like we just talked about, I'm not going to cover that. Gears of War E-Day, I'll show the trailer, but it's just cinematics. Understand that. Obviously, it's an announcement, right? It's an announcement. So we had already heard we were going to get Gears of War announcement in the showcase, and here's your cinematic trailer, okay? This is going to get muted in my VOD, I'm sure, because of the music that plays during this. There you go. Yeah. So, E-Day is set 14 years before the first Gears and tells the story of the first Locust emergence on Sarah. Once again, stars Marcus Phoenix and is being billed as an origin story, okay? So, again, Unreal Engine 5 here, but no gameplay yet, just cinematic, so we'll see what comes from that. They did show Assassin's Creed Shadows. We've already seen stuff out of this, though, but I think this is what people... I had people asking, like, why are they showing Ubi? they are collaborating now. If you don't remember the entire situation around Microsoft was getting blocked in the what was it? The UK, basically. The regulatory committee over there was blocking them from the acquisition of Activision Blizzard regarding a lot of the cloud situation for gaming and stuff like that, streaming stuff. And so basically Microsoft got Ubisoft, or, got Ubi involved, said, we'll work out a deal with you. You pay us a lump sum. We'll give you the streaming rights to the games for the next 15 years. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's why we're starting to see Ubi games in showcases for like Microsoft and Xbox, okay? That's why this is happening. There's a lot more details to it than that, but they are collaborators now, okay? They're in cahoots business-wise, and so you're going to see things like this happen. They showed this. We've seen it before, and we're going to see more of it today in the Ubisoft Showcase, so I'm not going to watch it right now. Again, I'll link this to you in a bit so everybody can take a look. There was more Avowed stuff as well. I'm not going to watch this either. We've seen Avowed already. We've seen extensive stuff about Avowed. My own sentiments here are this is Obsidian. Obsidian does a bang-up job on their games. We have an article coming up specifically after this about the potential release date being November for this game. And we'll talk about that. You can also watch this story trailer that they came out with specifically for the showcase. I think that Obsidian does a bang-up job with their games. They don't hardly ever come out with anything that's not pretty entertaining, right? I just personally, I think for a game set in the world of Aora, I'm not expecting it to be as deep or as Pillars-like as a fan of Pillars wants here. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But from everything I've heard about what the game is, the development of the game, inside kind of stuff that they've talked about, what the game is going to entail and stuff like that, I'm not expecting this to be a game that appeals to the people that like the deepness of what Pillars of Eternity is, So, I don't know. We'll see. There's another look at the Indiana Jones stuff as well. I think this game looks like it could be entertaining, looks pretty decent. I'll let you look at that as well, though. We've seen stuff about this before. The new Life is Strange stuff. Now, we've got an article about this as well where apparently there's a little bit of some contention about what the pricing is of all this, and we'll talk about this in a moment as well. But I'll let you go ahead and watch the trailer real quick. Life is Strange Double Exposure.
I swore I'd never use my power again. But 2 nights ago, I found my friend's body in the woods. I don't know who I can trust, or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead. So why can I still hear her voice? Focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline. Here, Safi is still alive. The danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead. I can still save Safi. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
Now, apparently we've got some areas of contention here about the pricing of this and stuff that we're going to talk about in just a moment. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 launching on November 19th. I'll let you watch that. Most people know what that is. Here's the new Fable trailer.
Oh, right. Jew. So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers. I mean, sure, you get your mega fans,
You are like literally my favourite person.
your haters,
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
your chancers, and the occasional giant toad, for some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
You thought you could save her?
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, doesn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey? She's back.
I'm going to fix it, this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
Excuse me. Again, we're talking playground games, right? So I think
Play
it's
it day
important
one with Game Pass.
people to understand. I mean, the game looks good, what they're showing, but this is the tried and true point of the way these these companies market their games, where they want you to see what is going to look the very best and get you hyped up about a game. Playground Games has not done anything else besides race car games. And I'm always about developers being able to show they're versatile. But it's always a bit worrisome whenever you haven't seen them be able to do anything else. And then you've got an iconic game, an iconic series like Fable being thrust into the hands of a developer that's never done a genre like this before. And even as of late, the games that they have worked on of the genre that they're known to do have not been received very well. People have criticized them pretty heavily. I'm talking about the more recent like Forza games, right? So, I mean, I think there's a reason to have expectations a little bit low for this, unfortunately. I think, I'm a fan of earlier Fable games and stuff. I love those. I still own the first one on the regular Xbox, man. And it's, I want the game to be good. But the reality of the situation, I think you got to take a critical look at who's doing this game and what they're known for and what their recent track history is of what their game releases have been like, right? So with Playground Games, I think there's reason to be a little bit hesitant on expectations here, The first look at Perfect Dark.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct. I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong.
Welcome to Garden City.
So if you didn't notice right there, Crystal Dynamics, right? So
How far to his last known location?
Local
talk about
forces
that.
are also tracking his whereabouts. You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
افتح ارسل واحدا آخر.
اختبر البوابة بحسب.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
On the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind. Carrington! Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
I had to lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
So there's going to be hype around that, right? Perfect Dark stuff. Not something I ever got into myself, but I know that there are people that really have enjoyed the Perfect Dark IP. And when you're talking about Crystal Dynamics, who's the developer behind this, right? You're talking about a developer that in 2022 was underneath Square, right? And then Square, whenever Square sold their North American development studios, along with the IPs of like Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, there might have been like one more. They sold their North American studios, all those IPs, to Embracer. So, you know, you're talking about a development studio under a terrible organization like Embracer. How much has that process of being underneath Embracer from 2022 up until now affected? Because we all know what Embracer has been doing to a lot of their subsidiaries, how much turmoil they've been going through. You know, has that affected what the quality of this game potentially is going to be? I don't know. Now, we know that Crystal Dynamics has done good things in the past. They did a lot of the more recent Tomb Raider games, stuff like that, and those were received pretty well. So I think that this is another similar type of game, same genre. So they know what they're doing here. But I just wonder about what that process of going from being under Square Enix to being, you know, underneath Embracer, what kind of toll has that potentially taken on that developer in Crystal Dynamics, and is it going to affect what the quality of this game potentially is? You know, I hope not. This is a phenomenal cinematic buckle up, dude. This, I was blown away by this, actually. I was like, Jesus Christ. Blizzard is obviously has been known for a long time for doing very, very good cinematics. I mean, I remember being back in the heydays of Blizzard, playing like Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 and the cinematics, and just being, you go back and look at them now and it's like nothing really, but at the time, dude, it was like cutting edge. It was phenomenal fidelity and just incredibly immersive to see those kinds of cutscenes and the quality of those cinematics back in the day. I'll never forget that kind of stuff, and they continue to do great with their cinematics, and this is no exception right here. This is a great trailer. This is so good. Check this out. But if you slowly replace all devs, is it still Blizzard? I mean, they still have the name. I guess what I should have said is back when Blizzard was actually Blizzard, instead of what Blizzard is now. Yeah.
Boy, young one, are you all right? Nerel? Oh, you're not well. Please, please, my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me! Nerel! Is that how I raised you?
No, Mother. But I must carry this burden alone. I must get to Akarat's tomb.
But look at you. You're killing yourself.
I don't know how much longer I can...
I'm here, little magpie.
I missed you so much.
I'm so proud of you. But now, I need you to give up.
No. Of course it's you. You monster. Let go of me!
Let go. No. You made a choice. And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences.
No! I control the stone!
You hold the stone. You control nothing.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I could use some help.
I think that's the dark web, dude. Bro. Totally different. That's funny, dog. Oh, man. That's funny, dude. Brother, I watched this and was just like blown away. We watched it like 3 times yesterday because I was like, it's so good, dude. It's so good. The trailer's dope, man. It's a good trailer, man. I like it. So that's all about the next major expansion, Vessel of Hatred, which is coming out on October 8th for D4, guys. Age of Mythology Retold. We'll take a look at this real quick. So which serves a definitive edition of the classic RTS, finally has a release date hitting PC and Xbox on September 4th. Take a look.
We return to you now as the gods of mankind.
Oh, that D4 trailer is so good, dude.
Rulers of the Greeks and the Norse.
The Egyptians and the Atlanteans.
We created mankind to fight for our glory. So rise and wield my wrath.
Command beastly chaos.
Rain down destruction.
And unleash our fury.
Worship me. Claim my power.
And legend will be yours.
What's up, Reject? How you doing, brother? Looks pretty decent, dude. Age of Mythology retold. If you're into the, you know, 4X games and stuff. So there's a new
with Game Pass
expansion coming out for World of Warcraft as well. This is the trailer for it.
In darkness, she slumbers and dreams. And for countless generations,
Spicy, dude.
Heroes have risen to defend her. They faced monsters.
I don't know what it is. I've always had a thing for dark elves, you know.
Tyrants and beasts of primordial horror. Though they fought amongst themselves, their enmity following them to the most distant shores.
We will never be slaves!
And even across time and space. Their courage never
Brad Pitt.
faltered.
Me and Vault both yesterday were like, bro, that's like young Brad Pitt right there.
Threshold of death.
Like at the same exact time, too.
While new hope blooms on the horizon, the final battle draws near. Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again. And Azeroth at last awakens. The world's soul, so
No, absolutely
long
not.
denied
I literally
me,
don't care at all.
shall be mine.
Don't be promoting that trash company in here, dude. Yo. There you go, Doc. Yeah, they had Fallout 76 is to be expected. Same thing. I'll show the Starfield expansion DLC. But they'll have things like the other thing they're always going to show is like their Elder Scrolls Online. We won't watch that, but you guys can watch it when I link this. But we'll take a look at this. New MacBook? Who cares? It's just an overpriced, underpowered piece of hardware, dude.
We have received a distress call of unknown origin. There is no record of a star station in this orbit. Something is not right.
I didn't stutter. You heard me. It feels like they're trying to take this in like a Dead Space direction almost.
This is the serpent's will.
Coming aboard was a mistake. We need to run.
Oh, it's funny, man.
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Varun. Your fate will be decided.
My MacBook's getting Assassin's Creed port.
Can you feel
Yeah, we found out how that worked out for your iPhone, right?
restricting until there is no more you. Only us.
It feels like they're trying to do like almost like a Dead Space vibe almost with this like new Starfield DLC. I don't know for sure, but that's the way it kind of comes off.
I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
How you doing today, Soup? I know you're stoked for all the Apple stuff, man.
I wish you the best of luck.
It was kind of funny with like their promotion. You can see it, you know, like when I linked this entire thing. But watching the Fallout 76 stuff, it was like, and now you can play as a ghoul. And it's like obvious the reason they did that was because of the show, right? The Amazon show. State of Decay 3, dude. Vault was real hyped about this one.
Who were you before? Who did you love? What did you believe? It's too late to ask now. We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. You helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. We found hope in each other.
Help! I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
And even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it. And that find the courage to keep going, to fight on. When we needed it the most. I didn't know you well. But we'll keep your memory alive.
Oh, I seriously doubt that. In all honesty, no cap, dude. I really think Xbox Showcase has been the best showcase so far of the showcase season. And that includes PlayStation as well.
No one is forgotten. We live on.
Doom the Dark Ages, let's go. It's pretty cool. The thing that I noted, and I know Vault noted as well, was the game seems a little bit slower than what we had seen in previous entries. But it could just be what they're showing us too, who knows. Yo, everybody say bye bot, get banned, idiot. A lot of that bull crap lately, man. The Dark Ages. Coming next year, Black Ops 6. Actually, you know, everything they're talking about and implementing and everything looks and sounds good.
Potential for instability
I just,
and chaos.
you know, I don't have a lot of trust in the Call of Duty franchise.
Clearly
So
serve
we'll
our
see.
national
Soup's already
interests.
bought the $500 edition, you know.
Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Something's going on. Something big.
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
How's he look?
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
The agency is compromised. We're being hunted from the inside.
You're the fire starter. Twisted fire starter.
You don't have to trust me, Marshal. But it might be better if you do.
Hey, it's something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
There you go, reject. Day 1 Game Pass. How about that, Soup?
You broke into a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
It's where Game Pass will always be better than PS Plus. Day 1 releases.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
Pre-order the Vault Edition and get the Hunters vs. Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Season 1 Black Cell Bundle, and more.
Wasn't there some others? What am I missing here? It seems like there's something that wasn't in here that... Maybe not. Wait, they didn't have Expedition 33 in here. What? Expedition 33 is not in here. There might be a few more games that were showcased that didn't make it into this, but that's the gist of it right now. We'll pull up the Expedition 33. Check this out. I'll showcase this real quick because they don't have that in that that article. So this is another one that was showcased yesterday during the Xbox showcase. There we go. We'll just go with the Xbox one. That's fine.
Product not yet rated.
Yeah, the Apple showcase coming up. I agree, dude, for sure. I know you'll watch it anyways, though.
Soon she'll wake and paint again. Paint a new number, ticking down every year. One stroke, and everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness. Every year she paints again, and every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission: destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders. Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We are Expedition 33.
Wait, what? Really? Twitch Shorts? I have no idea. And nothing would surprise me anymore with what Amazon's trying to do with this platform, you know what I mean? So let's talk about the Avowed release date stuff. Avowed release date accidentally leaked. So that was the gist of the Xbox showcase, by the way. So, dude, I never used the Twitch app like mobile apps, so I have no idea. I used to a lot, but dude, I haven't for a long time now. Avowed release date accidentally leaked for November. Avowed release date was unintentionally leaked by Obsidian when the game slated to release this November. Yesterday's showcase had all players wondering where is the release date for Avowed. Interestingly, the prayers were answered today as Obsidian accidentally posted the release date on their latest blog post for the game. Spotted by The Verge's Tom Warren, Obsidian stated in a now altered blog post that Avowed has been preparing for a November 12th release date. The updated post has removed all mentions of a release date for the game. Interesting. November 12th, huh? We watch. Yeah, I mean, you can watch trailer. Oh yeah, I was gonna link this for you guys. If there's anything in here that I didn't watch because we've seen a lot of it before or whatever, there's your link to the recap of yesterday's Xbox showcase. Interesting. All right, November 12th. That's the takeaway there. Life is Strange. Fans criticize $30 upgrade to play new games early chapters 2 weeks early. Life is Strange fans have criticized an Ultimate Edition version of the game, which gives advanced access to chapters 1 and 2 2 weeks ahead of its main release date. Announced last night, Life is Strange Double Exposure sees the return of the series' original protagonist, Max Caulfield, now grown up, but still dealing with a dead best friend. Double Exposure is set to launch for PC, PS, and Xbox platforms on 29 October, priced at $50. But if you buy the pricier Ultimate Edition, you can play its opening chapters on the 15th of October for $30 more. The Ultimate Edition also includes an array of alternative cosmetic options for Max, as well as an additional side quest involving cats. As well as being a push for more money from fans, there's been criticism also of the inevitable story spoilers that will hit the internet as soon as some players gain access to Double Exposure's opening sections. Quote, "Don't miss your chance to join the conversation around this unforgettable supernatural murder mystery," notes Square Enix marketing for the game's Ultimate Edition on Steam. For a game entirely designed as a narrative experience, these concerns are perhaps unsurprising, and there's been negative feedback on Reddit and social media. "People will buy it day one just because they have the money and love Max," one fan wrote. "Hate this practice so much, especially in this genre where spoilers can ruin the experience." Dude, I've been talking about it. Doesn't matter if it's done this way or if it's the whole pay $100 instead of $70 for a deluxe edition and get into 3 days early access when really you're just a final beta tester. That's all you are. And half the time you can't even play the game 3 days early because the servers are so bonked. Suicide Squad, or there's so many other examples too. Or the game just performs like trash because they need to put patches out for it. You're really just a final beta tester. It's a terrible monetization tactic that's been used in the industry for so long, but because it's profitable, because people buy into it. It's trash. It sucks. People need to quit feeding this mechanic. It's terrible. "To avoid getting caught up in spoilers, I will be pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition," another fan wrote. "A very bad decision by Square Enix." Another social media post. "I love Life is Strange, but the €30 upgrade to play 2 weeks early is an absolute disgrace. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you have to pay €30 extra. Flip off." I mean, this is the world we've, to an extent built for ourselves by continuing to feed the companies that. And this is a prime example of it, right? People will hate the fact that this is happening, but they'll pay it. You know what I mean? They'll hate the fact that this is happening, but they'll still pay it. That's the choice people have to make. If you continue to support this kind of crap, it's only going to get worse, right? Like paywalling New Game Plus in the Like a Dragon series, Infinite Wealth. That's absolutely disgusting. I mean, you name it. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse in this industry because people continue to feed it. These companies keep coming up with ways to monetize things that should not be monetized, and people keep making it worse, making it into a snowball effect because people keep buying it. It's disgusting. I'm not here for... What I'm not here for is incentivizing people to buy an Ultimate Edition to get 2 weeks of early access to the first 2 chapters of the story. That's so gross for a game like this. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty terrible, man. That feels really, really bad. It's bad form on the part of Square, and I really hope people aren't buying into that. But you know they are. You know they are. Let's recap the PC gaming show. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot here. What I'm going to do is probably just skim this, link this, and then I'll pull up my wish list and show you the games that I have on my wish list. And I'll just kind of cover some of the ones that I found to be more interesting to myself, which doesn't mean they'll be more interesting to you. Which is why I'm going to link this for you as well, so you can go recap everything if you missed it, if you weren't able to watch it with us or watch it somewhere else, right? But I will, I'll give you this. I'll show you my wish list to show you the more, interesting games that I saw out of it, as well as, we'll watch some of those trailers, and I'll skim my wish list for the stuff that I've seen over the past couple of days too, to show you some of that stuff as well. Okay. So PC gaming show, every major game announcement. Soup, you're funny, brother. Again, this showcase was brutal. It was so terribly trudgy to watch. It is every year. It's full of cringy content. They think they're funny. They're not. It's bad. It's filled with just a bunch of filler bullcrap hosts making basically asses out of themselves. It's terrible. It's terrible. They need to take a page out of some of these other showcases books and just get rid of the filler content. Show us what we're there for. Quit coming up with stupid filler bullcrap content that you don't need. The showcase is long enough as it is with just showing us the games. If they want to put that kind of stuff up on their like website or whatever, fine. But for us that are attending, these showcases, we want the meat. Give us the grit, dude. Show us what we're there for. Keep your bullcrap out of it, man. Most people feel that way. I'm sure of it. I've seen so many people talking about it. I am not alone in this notion. It might have gone better had I had some mead. But I actually said give us the meat with a T. But now that you bring it up, mead. Let's go. So look, I mean, there was a lot of stuff. Among the Wild, Starbirds, Lornville, El Abbey, Fallen Aces, Stormgate, Mars Tactics, Sumerian 6, All Systems Dance, Fumes, Killing Floor 3, Copa City, Witch Beams, Battle Aces, Citizen Sleeper 2, Demon School, Unbeatable, No More Room in Hell 2, Crescent County, and Indio.io, Highlight Reel, Cat Quest 3, Go-Go Town. Among the Wild, I actually have an article up about this right here, but we're going to watch. This game looks sick, dude. This game looks awesome. Check this out. It's flippin' adorable. Unfortunately, when I looked at their Steam page, I think this is only saying single player right now. And I think this could be a sick multiplayer experience. God dang. He's so flippin' adorable. And they took my body type for the mount. Our World DLC. Syke saw that yesterday and put brain slug emote into chat. I was like, that's perfect, dude. Looks really cool, dude. It looks really cool. Starbirds. I'm just gonna hit on some of the ones. This looks pretty cool too, Lornville. Again, you're cool and my cool, or you know, our interests individually could differ greatly, so I'm just gonna kind of skim some of these that I found to be quite interesting, but I'll link everything for you guys. Looks interesting. Lornvale. El Abbey. Streets of Rogue 2, Wonder Star, Southfield, Steel Seed. Fallen Aces. Was this? Let's look at this real quick. I don't think this was one that really grabbed my attention too much. We'll watch it real quick though.
Oh, come here.
Bonk. That guy's aim is terrible. Aces. Stormgate. Stormgate is that RTS game coming out from the ex-Blizzard devs, and I'll be honest, it doesn't look fantastic to me. We've seen a lot of it before. I'm not going to watch it right now, but just know that's what Stormgate is. Stormgate is very Blizzard-esque RTS-styled game, okay? Because it's from ex-Blizzard devs. The Mars Tactics, there was Toads of the Bayou, Sumerian 6. Sumerian 6 looked like it might be okay. Check this out.
When the demon looked upon the earth, it was
talking about like a CRPG style.
Is really trying to summon a demon from another dimension. What a twat.
The primary mission is to sabotage Kamla's operation at any cost. What a splendid hiding place.
How about a little switcheroo?
You got equipped with thinamajigs too.
You're not the only one with tricks up your sleeve.
Tight passages, traversing the rooftops, will require some cunning.
obviously
Don't
heavily
mind me.
stealth based.
You just melted.
It's an incredibly complicated chemical reaction. But yes. Impressive.
Terrifying.
It has its uses.
I've got glimpses of a strange machine he's been working on. I have no idea what it does.
We'll keep it simple then. Stab and shoot our way to the off button.
I don't even know if it's going to be actually very much combat based as much as it will just be like.
They said that a career in archaeology would be uneventful.
Marion 6. Kind of interesting looking. Tactical combat, yeah. So, does look like there's a lot of stealth in it though. All systems dance. Fumes. Fumes looks kind of wild. It's like, think Twisted Metal, you know? It's got a very Twisted Metal vibe to it, which is cool. Sulfur looks cool. We've seen it before. I'll show you on my wish list. Sulfur looks pretty neat. Phantom Line. Then Killing Floor 3. We've seen a little bit about Killing Floor 3 before. They showed some extended stuff yesterday. So. But again, I mean, we're talking about, dude, we've got State of Decay 3, Killing Floor 3, No More Room in Hell 2. There are a lot of these kind of, zombie mutant co-op survival kind of games sitting at the same time, you know. Like the FPS stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. It looks like they're all kind of coming out around the same time, so at least roughly. The rest of this is going to be like just them talking to the devs and stuff, which I don't care to watch right now. So, Copa City is a planning and managing sporting events thing. Timpopo was a weird start to this trailer. The start to this trailer is kind of terrifying. It's like they tried to make it cute, but it wasn't. It's more of like a puzzle game is what it is. Let's see. Last Moon, I Am Your Beast, Cataclysmo, Level 0 Extraction, Battle Aces. Battle Aces is the that other RTS game that is coming out where we saw in other showcases and they were promoting it again in the PC Gaming Show where they were like, we're trying to make it to where you don't have to click. You know, it's like, what? You know, it's weird, dude. I don't know what they're going for. Citizen Sleeper 2. Yeah, this is a little bit of hype here.
We're in trouble. Lane's closing in, and we need this next contract to go right. But nothing's gone right so far.
I didn't get to play the first one, but I want to. These games look cool, man.
Gave us was trouble from the start. Junie? I didn't trust her. Not for a moment. That derelict was a death trap. Suddenly, it was all over. But we've got to bounce back. We've secured the contract. So let's talk, crew. How about Nia? She was handy with that drone. Stopped the whole thing blowing up in our faces. Or Eugene. He's a loudmouth, but he's tough as hell. Although he did forget to tell us about Vesna. Or we find someone new, but new crew have new problems.
First one did pretty good too, if I remember correctly.
The belt is wide, Sleeper. So whatever comes at us next, just remember, nothing in the belt ever runs smooth.
Demon School we've seen before as well. Looks like it could be cool. Unbeatable actually looks kind of neat. Y'all showed Unreal 2 Space Station 14, but Unbeatable does look pretty cool. Check this. It's got some potential.
I say the lines, the syllables, got it memorized so I can make you stop. You treat me like a criminal, so why shouldn't I treat you like you're a cop?
They showed Core Keeper 1.0 is releasing, which is supposed to be a pretty dope game. Odenfall. I don't know if I remember that one. No More Room in Hell 2. Okay, we've already seen this before, but I'll show you again real quick. Only a minute.
No More Room in Hell 2 is a permadeath horror co-op game.
You start with a flashlight with no weapons, and you're exploring in the dark, and you're trying to find your first friend and your first weapons to get some safety.
You find more gear, you find more people. It's suddenly 4 players, 6 players, 8 players, up to that final showdown at the power plant, where hordes of zombies are pouring in and are using explosives and assault rifles to overcome that final challenge.
Like with Chivalry, combat is the first thing we focused on, being Torn Banner. We want that game feel just really intense, and it's part of the immersion. Every run is different. We're looking at how do we deliver the Hollywood cinematic experiences? You know, how do we put you in a place that you've never been before, but you've always wanted to be? It's like a co-op game with consequences. And the fun becomes, how long can I survive the zombie apocalypse?
Stridon DDS 2, Death Sprint 66, Crescent County. This actually was kind of interesting looking. Out of this entire indie.io, there's like all of these right here. Okay, so worth taking a look at. Cat Quest 3, Crush House, which we've seen a lot of, Go-Go Town. Yeah, so there's a lot in here I didn't show, but it's a lot to cover every single one of these in depth. So I tried to cover like the gist of what I felt like were some of the more prominent games, some of the more interesting ones in my opinion anyways. So take a look at that. Among the Wild, again, this is a game that they showed first and foremost for that showcase that looks really, really cool. So I didn't know if it was going to, I wanted to make sure it was going to be in that, and I saw it, so I pulled it up. But for anybody that is thinking about buying Black Ops 6, and you have Target locations in your area, you can get Black Ops 6 as part of a buy one, get one 50% off video game sale. If you're interested, there are going to be a lot of other games that are part of this sale. So the buy one, get one 50% off deals, you can pre-order games like Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Cat Quest 3, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered, Asphalt Legends, Unite, Demon Slayer, stuff like that. And the available now games as well. They've got a large list here. So if you are thinking about getting a deal on some games, it's maybe not a bad idea here if you've got multiple games in mind to purchase currently, and you do have Target locations in your area. Okay, so take a look. Well, actually, do this. There you go. Cool. And looks like we got 5 classic Game Boy games now playable on the Switch. We heard that they were going to be Mega Man games. These 5 Mega Man games are now available on the Switch. We heard this was probably coming. So it looks like Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge, Mega Man 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all available on Switch Online with a subscription now. Cool. So there you go. There's a synopsis of all those games down below as well. So if you're a Mega Man fan and you've got a Switch Online subscription, then there you go. You should be able to access those and play those on your Switch now. Very cool. I will bring up my Steam page real quick and kind of just give a quick breakdown of some of the games that I wish listed that maybe we didn't take a look at. Let's go date added here. So Stormforge is one that we didn't look at this morning yet. Take a look at this. We're talking about an exploration, adventure, building, survival indie game that is going to have multiplayer in it as well. I love the art style. It's very old school cartoon, 80s cartoon style vibes, you know, pretty neat. Stormforge. It looks pretty cool, man. Looks pretty cool. So I'll link this to you guys if you're interested. Like I said, I don't think we actually watched Dungeon Crawler this morning, but let's take a look at this real quick because we were talking about it earlier. Looks quite interesting. Looks pretty neat. There's that one. We already looked at these. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. This is one we didn't look at this morning yet, so I'll pull this up. It almost gives me vibes of, what was that game where it was like you're surviving in a war-torn area or whatever. Bro, I can't think of the name of that game right now, but that's what this kind of reminds me of, but more of a zombie vibe. October of this year, the demo will hit, so this looks quite neat. I'll link that for you. Shell Runner. We didn't look at this one this morning. This looks like it could be interesting. This was part of the indie.io stuff, okay? So here's the gameplay trailer. A banger, dude. Looks like it could be nice. Oh, wait. I didn't link that one, did I? Here. In case you're interested, here you go. Unbeatable, we just looked at. Level 0 Extraction. This was one that we saw yesterday that we didn't look at yet this morning either. So take a look at this.
Listen, I don't care what you were doing back on Earth, shooting hobos in tracksuits or sweating in a bush in some godforsaken jungle. This is nothing like what you've ever faced. Our intel confirms enemy operators deployed in the AO. And it seems like those alien freaks can be killed with light.
I remember they're talking like PvPvE extraction type of game, right?
Moving out.
Random mode time, people. Whoa! Sounds like a good person to me, Soup. Yeah. Sounds like a good person to me. Yeah. Probably should hang out with him more often, to be honest with you. We looked at Fumes. Oh, here's the link for this one. My bad. There you go. Lornville, we looked at Among the Wild. We looked at all of this stuff. South of Midnight, we watched. I think didn't we? No, maybe South of Midnight wasn't actually in the Xbox one as well. There were a couple that weren't in the Xbox recap article that we grabbed. I'll watch that one real quick. The thing that I think is weirding me out about this is the stop motion animation they're using makes the game look clunky. It makes it look chunky, like the frames are bad or something. And I'm not against the stop motion animation being used in games. It just needs to be done the right way to where it doesn't make the game feel like there are performance issues. Stop motion's very cool. That animation style is very neat, but in a game it needs to be done the right way. I've gotten a lot of feedback so far from other community members too that this is not the right one, dude. This is last year's. Let's go. This is 2024's right here.
Do you think there's a chance my mom's still alive?
If your mom's anything like you have, she'll keep fighting till we find her.
I hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all really happening.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Shh. Oh, that's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mom.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bell. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mug.
See, I mean, it just makes it look clunky. I don't know what, like, even with the way she runs, like, it looks just kind of jank, dude. With the way her body moves and stuff. And it's supposed to be that stop motion, I think. But it makes it look frame janky or something. I don't know, man.
That floating island.
I've had a lot of people give me that feedback, too.
Oh, hell no.
If you're a crazy person, Soup.
There it is. Now to get over there.
Crazy person that likes to incite violence all the time. You know? I mean, it just looks so chunky, dude. I think it's just because they're trying to use this like stop motion animation style or something.
What the hell?
I mean, everything else about the game looks dope. I love the art style itself. The you know, gameplay mechanics look pretty cool. I like the setting and everything. There's something about the way they're implementing that stop motion stuff that looks just kind of bonked, dude. So I don't know. We'll see. If you need the link for that one. Munch looks kind of wild too. Was there anything else down here from yesterday's stuff? Not really. No. Check out Munch. This looks quite wild. I'm kind of excited for this one. These trailers are always all over the place with their volume, man. It's kind of nuts. But that one looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Action roguelike where it's like you basically you evolve and get bigger and more powerful the more people you eat and stuff. Kill, eat, evolve. Yeah. Looks kind of wild. There you go. That's a pretty good recap, dude, of everything we saw yesterday in the showcases and stuff. Again, if you need the Xbox recap, this didn't have this was missing Expedition 33 and the South of Midnight one that we just looked at. But there's that as well as the PC Gaming Show. This one has everything from the PC Gaming Show. So if you need to go back, there's a lot of content in that. So go take a look at those if you missed anything and see what you might be interested in. But today we have Ghost of Tsushima gameplay coming up for the rest of the day, and then we'll end today's stream with the Ubisoft showcase, which kicks off at about 2 p.m. my time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. That'll be noon Pacific. And what is that, like 8 BST, I think, something like that. So, you know, right around there for everybody, if you can convert those times to anywhere else you might live. So, we're going to have a great day, man. Yeah, it's been a not fantastic showcase season so far, I don't think, for most people. I think that it's been a bit underwhelming, really, compared to some previous years. I don't know what the real catalyst is behind that. Yeah, I mean, we've had so many banger game releases, it feels like, over the past year and a half. It could be partially that. Could be partially that the industry is just a little bit dry after all the incredible releases we've had. Could be part of the fact the industry is just kind of drowning in, you know, job loss and stuff like Florida pointed out yesterday. Could be partially that, you know, a lot of morale issues, maybe a lot of job loss being some of the issues behind it. Who knows? But it's definitely not the kind of showcase season that I think have been accustomed to over the past few years. And I don't know. I think Xbox has been blew their game load in 2023. Yeah, maybe that. I mean, I think that could be part of it, you know. I think Xbox so far has been the best. But we're still waiting to find out like when we're going to get Nintendo's. So we're not done yet. We got Ubisoft today. How you doing, Cash? And we got Ubisoft today. We'll see. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of Ubi, to be honest with you. I mean, I never really do. But we got Ubi. Tomorrow we got Dragon's Age dedicated showcase. And we'll find out when Nintendo's going to drop theirs at some point. It probably won't be until within a 24-hour period before they actually do their showcase, because that's the way Nintendo is. I don't really blame them necessarily. It's just kind of brutal to try to, you know, keep up with that. And so we'll see. We'll see what else we have for the showcase season. It's not totally done either. I mean, there's usually some sporadic showcases throughout the rest of June and maybe early July, and we'll see what else we get. But the meat of it was really supposed to be this weekend. From PlayStation's showcase about a week and a half ago, right? What was it, on the 30th, I think? All the way up to, you know, this weekend. This weekend was really, really the big chunk of it, and I think for most people it's quite underwhelming. You know, that's a streak, dude. Yeah, straight up it is. You're right. Yeah, I got you.
We're going streaky!
Nice, buddy. Thanks, man. So, I don't know. We'll see what else is to come. I do think that Xbox's showcase so far has been probably the best one. It's actually, I think, for me, quite easy to say. I think Xbox has kind of done the best so far with their showcase. And PC Gamer was a trudge, dude. That was a really, really rough one to watch through yesterday. I mean, I was just getting exhausted with the crap filler content, the cringy, not funny dad joke crap. You know, so bad. So, I don't know. We'll see what comes next, but I appreciate everybody that's been here for all the showcase stuff so far, and we got more this afternoon, so hopefully you'll stick around for some Ghost of Tsushima gameplay that's coming up next, and then the Ubisoft showcase to end the stream with today. But that's what's happening. So if anybody's not familiar with what we do around here, this is the jam, man. We start off with video gaming news 6 days a week. We're live 6 days a week, every day but Wednesday, starting at 6 a.m. CST, CDT, that's 7 a.m. Eastern or 4 a.m. Pacific time. We begin with video gaming news before we play games for the rest of the day, man, and that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to get back into Ghost of Tsushima since we've been playing probably a little bit too much X-Defiant. I'm a little bit burnt on it now. But it's been fun to play that, and especially with community members. But we'll get back into Ghost of Tsushima today and start pushing to get thick back into that content and work towards the Ubisoft showcase later today. So hopefully everybody will stick around and enjoy what we got left for the rest of today, man. Also, amazing community here, man, all the time. Awesome people. Just cultivating a great place and atmosphere for everybody to be a part of, welcoming, inviting, inclusive, and just fun place to be where, you know, if you want to go enjoy video games and have a safe spot where we laugh a lot, we have a lot of fun, but it's definitely a place about having legitimate friendships and taking care of one another. You know, if you can dig that, then come be a part of it when we're doing it. We're always looking to grow this community in the right way, man, and if you can dig those kinds of sentiments, then you belong here with us. So I guess other than that, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. I'm going to run us an outro real quick for the summing up the video gaming news segment, but as soon as it's over, I'll be back up here and we will start getting prepared for Ghost of Tsushima. All right, you guys rock. I'll see you in a second.
Ooh.